So, I just finished Girls' Last Tour last night with a friend. He found a clip of the opening in another video. Yes, it was a fucking dab. And we tracked it down. He finished it before I did because he kind of watched it before I did. But he rewatched it with me just so, we could watch it together. And we just finished it last night. And honestly, I really liked it. Going into it, I really wasn't expecting what I got. The idea was unique and the characters are absolutely adorable. So it really caught my attention. When we finished it, I was pretty sad. But then again, who isn't when they finish an anime they like? Especially since the ending was pretty happy and heartwarming. Despite being a pretty dark show with a sad story, it's pretty lighthearted most of the time, usually being a really silly and fun show. It does have its sad moments though, and they are really effective, so just be warned of that before you go into this thinking it's one 24/7 happy anime. Now, the sad moments aren't really too much, like they're not incredibly depressing or incredibly sad, but they'll definitely make you feel the intended emotions. The show looks absolutely gorgeous. The voice actors are good and the music is just beautiful. It fits every moment that it's put into, and the story is pretty good too. The opening to this show is truly one of my favorites in recent anime. Someone told me on a Crunchyroll forum one time that anime openings are designed to make you feel the way and the emotions that you feel when you watch or hear them, such as sadness, happiness, nostalgia, warmth, etc. And I genuinely believe that. This opening makes me feel happy, warm, and nostalgic, despite only just finishing it. By the way, this was released in 2017, so that's pretty cool. There are actually a few people still talking about it on Twitter. I found the Japanese hashtags for it and I've been watching it a bit. It's pretty cool. It's really nice to see that people still do care about this show. I really always forget how much I really like lighthearted animes till I actually watch them, like I did with Girls' Last Tour. I watch a lot of Hellsing, Cowboy Bebop. Okay, Bebop is definitely debatable as it's mostly lighthearted, but don't you dare tell me that there weren't dark and fucked up moments in that show. It's still my favorite anime actually, etc, etc. But then when I watch something mostly lighthearted like Girls' Last Tour, it reminds me how much I love lighthearted animes. I need to watch more of these types, to be honest. When we finished the show, we actually found out they still update their website. It looks really cool. And I think it's really neat that they still update it to this day. They actually just released a Blu-ray of it like last month, so that would be something you should update your site with. But I don't really have a Blu-ray player besides a PS, and I don't really use that much. I prefer HD DVDs because my computer can only use HD DVDs. But other than that, I would totally have bought this DVD if it was for fucking HD DVDs and not just Blu-rays. Unless somebody can tell me any ways to play Blu-rays on computer. And don't tell me that I need a Blu-ray player for it, like a little USB adapter, because I actually might go and get one of those just to get this show on my computer. Because I was going to download it from Prime Video, but it only lets you do that on phone, and my phone has like no phone space available, and I don't want my Prime membership to run out before I can download it, because I want the show to stay with me forever. We actually looked through the huge amount of merch they had, and I'll be lying if I said I didn't buy any. Anyways, back on track. I've never even watched this show until recently, only finishing it last night like I mentioned, and I already love it. I mean, me and my friend even both got matching profile pictures for Discord. That's me and that's him. When we finished it, I went to bed thinking about it. It's a really great show and a great experience. If you're looking for something new and pretty unique, give this show a try. The characters are really cute, the show is pretty happy in tone, if not just neutral at times, or even sad when you're shown their flashbacks. Yes, these innocent girls were in the middle of an insane fucking war that destroyed fucking everything, and are some of the last living people. No, last living anything. They come across a few other people, but by the end of it, spoilers if you can't read the fucking title, it's said that they're officially the last two living humans. I've actually heard the manga is a lot more sad sometimes and left a bigger impact on some people, and that it actually continues past the anime. Oh shit, I'm reading this shit ASAP, boy! But I plan on reading it after the animes anyway, so wish me luck. I really hope it does continue after the anime like most people said, because I do want to see more from where they left off. I'm not saying that the anime ending is a cliffhanger, but I'm just saying it like kind of is one of those continue what they were doing in the beginning kind of type thing. So I really do think there would be more after that, but I don't think that the anime should have continued. I think it ended at a perfect point, and that if it continued any further than there, then they probably would have ran out of ideas, and it would have become one of those live long enough to see yourself become a fucking villain, and I don't want that. So I'm happy with where it ended, and I think I'll read the manga, and maybe I'll make a manga review, who knows. Now, to wrap this video up, if I had to rate this, I'd honestly give it a 10 out of 10, but since I'm trying not to be biased, let's be fair here. I'd say probably a fair rating would be 8 out of 10. There are some weird or awkward moments, but they aren't too bad. Like, there's some pretty weird vor-ish moments. Nothing too weird though. It's really only comes up twice, and it's not disgusting or anything. And most of the time, nothing really even happens. I wouldn't even really consider it vor. I just kind of say that just because that's the territory that goes along with eating something, you know what I mean. Like in one episode, Chito is having a nightmare, or multiple nightmares, that Yuri is being this giant just being that wants to kill her. In one of these scenes, she's a giant fish, and she talks about how she wants to eat Chito. This is really only done since Yuri's character is always hungry, so they weren't really going for vor here, just kind of playing off her character of her always being hungry and would really eat anything. And in the final episode, spoilers if you can't read the fucking title, Yuri is, well... Ugh. I can't say I wasn't a little uncomfortable watching that. But it does lead to a pretty fucking sad scene of Chito crying, reminiscing, remembering how much she really does care about Yuri. She finds out that Yuri is just fine, and the thing had no real intentions of actually eating her. Whew! Thank God! I thought my character was gonna die! It's got a lot more silly moments than sad ones, although the sad ones are pretty damn effective. These girls grew up with basically no school or anyone to teach them much besides the grandpa, who sends them away to protect them pretty early on. They're very ignorant and don't know what anything is, which makes me sad sometimes. But it's nice because they start to learn about these things and you get to learn with them, if you don't already know already, of course. And even they come to understand these things and appreciate them. I love this so much. They just start growing as, people more and more, and they start to learn about more things like music, chocolate, all these basic things that you think you would know about your entire life. They have no idea of and are just only learning these things as they go. The final episode is such a rush, making Yuri realize the importance of history and such, as she didn't really care for it too much to begin with. But now after this, seeing all this, she really realizes how important it truly is. It's really a beautiful scene. They realize that the camera that was given to them by Kanazawa has many other photos and videos taken by other people and families and etc. It's such a well done scene and really fits for it being in the final episode. It's not the ending to it or anything, but it's just a really nice scene I thought I'd mention. The music and just the feelings and emotions in general the scene generates is just beautiful. I love it so much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I encourage you to watch this show for yourself. I genuinely enjoyed it myself, and I absolutely love it now. I hope that I wasn't too biased with this, or my tangents on why I love the show so much were kind of boring you. I just want to give you an idea on how much the show had an impact on me. And I hope you kind of understand that this is just my opinion. The 8 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 is just my opinion. You can have your own opinion. I'm pretty sure you might not even like the show depending on what kind of anime you like. I mean, I don't know you. I don't know what kind of anime you like at all. I'm assuming if you even considered watching this anime, you like lighthearted anime, so you're going into this with that idea. And you're willing to take into the fact that it's not going to take itself too seriously. At least not most of the time. Thanks for watching. Later. God, I hope this isn't taken down for copyright.